Overture Center for the Arts is committed to social and racial justice
through a focus on access,
equity,
diversity, and inclusion.
We aspire to break down social constructs
that have served to divide us by race, ethnicity,
gender identity, sexual orientation,
religion, and range of abilities.
We support an arts community that engages and uplifts people of diverse backgrounds,
especially those who have been historically marginalized
and left on the periphery
of traditional arts organizations.
We aim to ensure members of our diverse community
are represented and included
in all facets of Overture Center,
creating an environment where everyone is welcome
and feels a sense of belonging.
As we embark on this important journey,
we will continually strive
to build a strong organization
dedicated to the advancement of the arts
by engaging our diverse community
in all we do.
Equity through innovation positions us
to have a profound impact
on those we serve today,
tomorrow,
and into the future.
Thank you for taking the time
to learn more about our commitment to
justice,
equity,
diversity, and inclusion.
To learn more about specific organizational goals,
visit overture.org/equity.
We hope you'll join us at Overture Center for the Arts soon.
Hello, everybody. What are we doing tonight? Anything good?
I don't know, but I think I need another beverage up here, so
yeah, you need
I might need some.
Lots of beverages.
I have lots of beverages.
Car Beach, ladies and gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Hi, everybody. It's good to see you all.
I'm Tim. Who in the room doesn't know me? Anybody? Oh, shut up, Dennis.
Sorry, Tony.
Right? Well, here we are. Last season, I wasn't here. Remember when we were doing last season? I had COVID, and I was just one of those big monitors.
He walked in today, and he's like, "I don't feel good." I'm like, "You're not going home."
I don't feel good.
You are not going home.
It's not COVID, though. It was trying to put on suits and couldn't button the pants. Like, seriously, stuff I wore last year. I don't wear suits much, right? But I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this suit. Nope. But to be fair, and I was just saying this out there, they don't make suit pants flexible. They don't, right? They always stick the things in the wrong place. Who knows?
Tim needs things to be flexible.
I need things to be flexible.
I'm just holding on to it.
Is it gonna fall? Oh, I see where you're gonna fall. So, you ready to see a season? Should we start with the first show? There's some seats over here if people still want to sit down somewhere.
Our seats, yeah, we've got monitors everywhere.
Can you all see the monitors up there?
Yeah, good.
I feel like I'm in court. And you're all sitting there right? Like all lined up. I like that idea. How about you? Can you guys see any monitors? Do you have a monitor up there?
See?
Well, you thought of everything, Cara.
We tried.
You really did. My favorite are the seats over there. They have their own personal monitor.
Right.
Are we ready? Let's start with the first show, everybody. Away we go. All right. Who's got the website open? Getting their tickets. All right, I'm going to do that. I got 3 wishes, right, with a genie. My first wish is that you buy lots and lots of tickets. My second wish is everybody who's watching, we're streaming live tonight, you can get your tickets faster because you're on computers. Right? So I want you to sell tickets. And then my third one, I want my pants to fit, right? That's true, I do. All right, we're gonna reveal Broadway throughout the entire night, right? So it's a great package of shows, like always, right? How many people would buy tickets, doesn't matter what the shows are? Liars.
Wow.
No, you would, because you love Broadway, right? How many people have been subscribers? This is their first year subscribing. Are you going to renew? Definitely, right? How many people have been subscribers like 2 to 5 years? Oh, that's pretty good. You're already invested, so you're going to keep going. How many people 5 to 10 years? Very good. And how many people are subscribed over 10 years? And you know, this next season is our 19th anniversary. So the 24th, you better subscribe because 24-25 will be even better because it's our 20th anniversary season.
It's crazy.
Isn't that a crazy, Cara?
It is very crazy.
All right, before we go on to the next show, I want to introduce you to Ida Balderrama Trudell, who is our Director of Equity and Innovation.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. As Tim said, my name is Ida Balderrama Trudell. I'm the Director of Equity and Innovation here at the Overture Center. So last year when we did this, we were in Overture Hall. I had only been working here for a few months, and they asked me to introduce the Equity and Innovation Statement on the main stage. It wasn't intimidating at all. And I choose to believe it wasn't some kind of hazing ritual. I'm just kidding. It was pretty amazing, and I really love my job. In all seriousness, I'm really glad to be in the Overture lobby with you all tonight, though, because it really is one of my favorite spaces, and it's a little slightly less intimidating than the main stage in Overture Hall. The video that was played and actually premiered at the top of the show today was created over the last few months with the help of Overture volunteers, employees, board members, and committee members. We wanted our community to share our equity and innovation statement with all of you. This will be on our website, and it serves as a guide for us as we live our mission to support and elevate our community's creative culture, economy, and quality of life through the arts, and our vision to provide extraordinary experiences for all. Some of the ways that we've done this work internally over the last year include workshops about implicit bias, social and personal identity, centering disability, bystander intervention, and conflict de-escalation. All of our full, part-time, and variable employees, our committees, the Overture Foundation Board, borrow your table, Cara, the resident companies and their boards, and our volunteers are all invited to our workshops. We also have had a focus on accessibility at Overture Center. We created a pamphlet that is on our website and in physical form, explaining all of our offerings related to accessibility. And we even held our first tactile tour during Jesus Christ Superstar and a sensory-friendly performance, It's Okay to Be Me. A tactile tour is a specific offering for those who are blind or low vision, where members of a show, which could include cast members or the props director or other individuals, explain elements related to costumes and staging that will enrich the audio descriptions that these patrons receive at shows. We also had a sensory-friendly performance that was designed to be more inviting and approachable for our guests with sensory needs, such as sensitivity to loud noises or lighting. We are so excited to be offering another tactile tour for Disney's The Lion King in May, and it is our hope to keep working with shows so that not only will this become standard at Overture Center, but that it will become an industry standard in the United States. Yeah, that deserves a clap. We've also been excited to partner with many diverse organizations all around the Madison area, and we look forward to continued relationship building with them. While I wish that I could tell you about all of our efforts related to diversity, equity, inclusion, and racial and social justice, unfortunately, I don't have the time. And I don't think that Tim will let me just hang out here all night, and Cara wouldn't be too happy if I got her off her schedule already. We want to get on with the show and learn about all of the amazing programming that we have for you next year, don't we? Yes. Okay. But first, I want to direct your attention to some of the postcards that are actually on all of the tables on the first level here. So even if you're sitting here afterwards, I invite you to walk over to one of the tables and grab one of the postcards. It's where you can sign up for our Equity and Innovation newsletter. We send it out once a quarter, and we highlight a lot of our efforts that we have here at Overture Center for the Arts. I also encourage you to visit our Equity and Innovation page on the Overture website in the About section. Thank you for your time and your patronage, and have a wonderful evening.
Open by mistake. I knocked the door open by mistake.
You just set off an alarm.
Did I?
Yeah. Seriously, I can't take him anywhere. We like.
I leaned against it. I just leaned against it. I didn't know. Can I just close it?
Please, just close it.
I can just close it.
Oh my God.
I didn't know. There, it's done. I didn't know. I was leaning against the wall, trying to keep my pants up. Right?
Just don't do that in a museum and knock something over. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Yeah, don't knock over the lamp, okay?
I won't.
All right. Good deal.
Or my
or
soda.
the soda. Or any of mine.
Or my Coke. All right. Let's move it, Cara.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
There were about 500,000 Thule elk in California. It's the only place where they exist. Around the time of the gold rush, the mid-1800s, they were hunted to almost extinction. There were somewhere between 10 and 20 elk left. And they've been able to bring it back, so it's been this great story of bringing back a species from near extinction. My work over the years was very assignment-based. But now I'm trying to do more personal projects. And I haven't really gravitated towards wildlife stories, but this is a people story, really. You know, it's all connected. Oh, I've got to shoot this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. It's one thing to read about this situation out here, but it's something different entirely to see them and, you know, see how majestic they are. It makes you feel something and it makes you care. So my hope is that these images will, you know, make people think about, you know, what's at stake here and what we have to lose and how important it is to preserve what we have.
All right. So, how many people are subscribers to National Geographic? How many people have ever been to a National Geographic who's not subscribers? There will not be any National Geographic. I know, right? It's going to be a new series called Changemaker. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of the history of it. National Geographic has decided that they're only going to offer their program in 9 cities across the country.
It wasn't our call. That's
wasn't our call. We were not chosen to be one of those 9 cities. I know, you're right, because you know what?
That was their mistake.
We've had the program for 11 years or something like that. But we're forming a new relationship with Changemaker, which is an agency for talent, such as the National Geographic. And Deborah, who is the owner of it, formerly worked for National Geographic. Let's just say that somebody bought National Geographic and have decided to make a lot of changes to it. So that's why you're going to see. But anyhow, so she is an amazing agency of talent, many of who are National Geographic speakers, right? It's the same, it's going to be the same thing with the same kind of explorers and scientists and photographers. And in fact, when we were working with her, I was looking through the her roster, and there was many on that roster that we already have had. And we hear that many of the National Geographic speakers now are moving over to her agency. And she also, her agency is also a little wider. Like there's medicine and like it's a really good group. So I would advise you to just look her up, Changemaker Agency, and you can see the group. But that's going to be the new series. So if you're a National Geographic subscriber now, you can renew your same seats into this new series. And trust me, it's going to be just as good. Because that's a special series, isn't it? Like, lovely. Those speakers are lovely. I will never think the same about parasites ever again. Who went to that? Right? Parasites. The parasites live everywhere. And I got home that night and one of my cats was like trying to eat a fly and I'm like, don't! It's full of parasites, you know? It's true, Cara. It was creepy and good all at the same time. Like, I loved it. So there you go. That's our new series, Changemaker.
So because we're in the lobby, we have kind of a dual stage going on here, if you noticed. So we're going to have performers on this stage over here, and Tim and I will remain over here. So you do have to turn a little bit. We tried to make it so you don't have to turn too much, but space wasn't exactly designed for this, so bear with us. So here we go.
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still had begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I'd never done before. I might have known what made it so exciting, while all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced and danced all night.
Are we excited about My Fair Lady? You know, I can't remember the date, May 5th or 6th, we have a acrobatic company coming in from Australia with a show called Simple Space in the Capitol Theater. They're an amazing company. And it was going to be the last reschedule from COVID. But I was wrong, it's My Fair Lady!
Right. I loved it because we always do the contest to have you all guess what the next season is going to be, and not a single person had this one.
Nobody had My Fair Lady on it.
I guessed that. I figured because it fell off everybody's radar. Anyway, it's great.
I forgot about it too.
So you'll notice the dates are late in November, and y'all know when we have that later November that we don't do the Thursday night show. So those of you who are Thursday night subscribers, you'll have the Friday matinee. So we'll talk more about that when we get to the end, but just to give you that in case some of you are concerned right now. You know,
yeah, it's Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
All right. Let's move on, Cara.
Okay, here we go.
All my life I have been falling. I have been falling into you, precious God, circling the sky, looking for a harbor. How softly we'll tread all the stings, the ugly things we'll keep unsaid. We'll build a cocoon of love and respect. You promise whatever you like, I'll never collect. Right? Okay then, I'm ready now, someone, I'm ready.
All right, our Cabaret series. How many people have ever attended a cabaret? For those of you who don't know about it, it's a really intimate, beautiful dinner experience in Capitol Theater. The stage is where you sit to have dinner. We build a platform in the house, and the artist looks out onto the stage, and the audience looks out, and it's an intimate, beautiful. We've had so many good performers over the years on that stage, and we have 3 good ones again next year. Nicholas is returning next year. Can you go back to Nicholas, or can you not go backwards?
Nope, I'm not going backwards.
Oh.
Sorry.
I wanted to show his T-shirt. He got so much praise and so much love when he was here a couple years ago. We're bringing him back. And then Nathaniel and Jenna will be the first time, and her Streisand show is incredible. I don't normally like to, I don't know, it's not really a tribute show. I don't really like to do tribute when the artists are still alive. But I figure Barbara Streisand's nearly not coming here. So I thought that'd be all right.
Much as we may like her to.
As much as we would love her to. Wouldn't you love her? Would you pay $5,000 to see her?
Because that'd be the price.
No, she doesn't go out much anymore, you know, just every now and then. And then we have our up close season.
You say we're forever, but but you know that is a lie. Baby, you say I'm too clever, and I know you're not that shy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Baby, you can say it's right. When we both know it's wrong. Maybe you can stay the night. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So often as musical technicians, we get preoccupied with mastering the instruments and we forget, I think, how to receive from the instrument as a gift.
All right, so the Up Close, for those of you who don't know that series, it was brand new this year. So we keep the cabaret set up. And the next night is kind of just a cocktails on the stage with the artists. And it's a really intimate experience with these artists who, most of them are emerging from around the world. And Gabriel Royal was a favorite this year. And then we did him one for some special events, and he's just a dynamite. He's sold out. It's like 180 seats we can get in there. I highly recommend him. And then the other two are brand new to us. And it's for the first year out, we had a really good season, and people really have embraced it. So that's the Up Close. You can buy those tickets when you buy your Broadway and your 12 Overture Presents shows.
I was hot. I went to parties a lot, you know. I was driving Lamborghinis, sipping super dry martinis in the tiniest bikinis on a yacht. But I was depressed, also completely obsessed. An unhappy beauty queen who dreamed to be Miss Argentina. I had such low self-esteem, I was a mess. So I gave it all up for the netherworld. I've been here forever, girl. If I was more clever, girl, I would have stuck it out, knowing what life's about. Pain and joy and suffering, failing but recovering. I'll tell you another thing, everyone here is alone. So if you are breathing, go home. If I knew then what I know now, I would have looked within and let love win somehow. I thought I knew the truth back then. I wouldn't have had my little accident. Don't be blind. You left your whole life behind. See a shrink, call a priest, ask the recently deceased. Death is final and you cannot press rewind. Don't jump when the light is red. Toasters should be used for bread.
Never smoke cigars in bed.
Nietzsche was right, you know to live is to suffer, bro.
Don't cheat on the one you wed.
Never whip a thoroughbred. Angry pygmy shrunk his head. Why did it take death to see? Happiness was up to me. If I knew then what I know sacred cow. If only I knew the things that now I know. If I knew then,
If I knew,
but now I know. I would have crossed every line and drank all the wine before my final bow. If only I knew the things that now I know. I would ride the highs and cherish the lows, knowing it's a quick trip around the rodeo. So before they lower the curtain, be certain to enjoy the show. That's what I know.
life is short, but death is long. Here 1 minute, then it's gone. Thought I knew, but I was wrong. If I only knew what I know now.
It's showtime. Welcome to a show about death. I'm gonna need some help. Hi, I'll be your guide. I'll be your GUIDE to the other side. The whole big deadly.
Because I myself am strange and unusual.
Daylight come and you unfold. All we wanna do is hear that sound. All we wanna do is hear that sound. Fellas, all we wanna do is hear that sound. 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 That beautiful sound. That beautiful sound. That beautiful sound. That beautiful sound.
Shake, 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 Sonora.
Beetlejuice! We really want to see that, don't we? It's a really fun show. If you ever have been in New York when Beetlejuice is playing, it's so fun because there's a lot of high school and college and young adults, and they're dressed in costume and stuff. So feel free to do that, right, when the show comes to town.
You almost
And you know, we with our partner Broadway Across America, we send out a survey every year, right? And you should have got a survey email. I think it was on Monday. So please fill that out because you know it's really important on knowing what you want to see. Even though I always know what you want to see, fill that out anyway. And Beetlejuice was a high scorer, of course, and so excited to be able to bring the show, right, Cara?
Yeah, it's fun. I love this one.
It's really fun.
Yeah, I was doubtful when they first went, you know, they were talking about the show coming, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So highly recommend. Okay, viewers ready?
All right, so now we're going to move into some Overture Present shows, but we have a special guest who wants to say hi to us first.
Hey everybody there in Madison, it's me, Dixie Longate. Now some of you recognize me from our show, Dixie's Tupperware Party. Some of you maybe have seen me before, and some of you don't know me, but you're just looking at me saying, gosh, she's pretty. I know. Jesus was in a good mood when he made me. Anyway, the whole point is I'm coming up to say that I'm going to be part of the new season. My show, Dixie's Tupperware Party, is going to be there for one performance only on September 15th. Oh, my Lord, I can't even wait. I was there before all the way back in 2008. It was a different time. It's like when horses drew carriages or whatever. I don't know. But now I'm coming back for one show only, the 15th of September. So get your friends, get your tickets. It's going to be one heck of a hootenanny. It's a Tupperware party like you have never seen before. You're going to laugh yourself silly, and it's going to leave you going into the world a little bit smarter and happier than you came out. So come join me September 15th. You're going to get all the ticket and showtime information, and I'll be there before you know it. Can't wait to see you at the party.
The beloved musical is back. It's Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood Live, King for a Day. Get ready for a royally good time in this gurrific musical adventure with brand new songs, dances, surprise characters, and more. Don't miss Daniel and all his friends in Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood Live, King for a Day.
Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put the top on the top. We're going to put the lip of the can between the two little dolls up against that big, thick knob. Can you see the big, thick knob? I figured you could. Okay? And then you're going to squeeze. So you put the top on the top with the lip of the can between the two little dolls and squeeze. You go ahead and try. I'm going to grab my cocktail. All right? Get that right. Put the top on the top with the lip of the can between the two little dolls and squeeze. No. Okay, so...
My name is Miles Morales. Brooklyn! I'm the one and only Spider-Man. At least that's what I thought. There's another universe. It looks and sounds like yours, but it's not.
You ever hear of the Super Collider? You're gonna love this.
Dimension opening now.
You're like me. That's impossible.
I'm Gwen Stacy. I'm from another dimension.
How many more spider people are there?
Whoa! We need to get back to our universes.
If I don't destroy the Collider, none of us will have a home to go home to.
Remember, what makes you different is what makes you Spider-Man.
Standing by the wall, and the guns shout above our heads.
Get ready to beat it with Drumline Live as we give you a thriller of a highlight reel from the king of pop. Snap your fingers as you watch our old school marching band perform classics popularized by musicians of the early 20th century. Watch as our virtuoso drummers, dancers, and musicians express themselves through music and dance. Nothing can prepare you for what you're about to see. Enjoy halftime.
Si el gavilán se comiera como se come el ganado. Si el gavilán se comiera como se come el ganado. Yo ya me hubiera comido al gavilán colorado. Gavilán, pío, 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 gavilán. Tao, 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 gavilán. Pico amarillo, gavilán. Pico rosado. Gavilán, pío, 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 gavilán. Tao, 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 gavilán. El colorado, gavilán.
So that's part of the Overture Presents seasons. I want to point out a couple shows that I'm really excited about. One is Complexion's Contemporary Ballet with their David Bowie Stardust piece. Looks stunning. I can't wait to see that.
My 12-year-old can't wait to see the Spidey with the live orchestra.
All right, what do you think about that? I saw your reaction over there.
Yeah.
Right? Are you excited about that? So it's the movie, the Spider-Verse movie, and it's with the symphony. Not really with the symphony. It's with their own musicians and turntables, and a rap singer, I think, is part of the all. They just debuted it in March at a venue in Brooklyn to great success. and we're going to be one of the first stops of that on the tour in October. So that is cool. People are really excited about that.
Yeah, it looks
right?
cool. It's a fun movie, so it'll be really great to see the orchestra and the, yeah.
Then there were a couple others that we didn't have video for. One is Amy Bruni, Ghost Hunter. Do you know who she is? Oh. No, I know, I'm just kidding. She's,
Do you?
no, I don't know who she is either. No, I don't. No, she's a Ghost Hunter. She's on television. She's had a series on, I think, the History Channel and not Discovery, one of those. And we have her during Halloween. So yeah, she's really fun.
Good timing.
She does great business around the country, so they tell me. And I thought it would be really fun for a Halloween kind of show. Mm-hmm. And then back for the 80th time, our friend David Sedaris. How many people have ever gone to David Sedaris? He is, you know, I was just saying to somebody the other day, there is no one like him. He's our modern day humorist. There is no one like David Sedaris. If you have never seen him live, I urge you to go see David Sedaris. He's very funny, very astute, and he's one of the kindest people you will ever meet. You know, he stays in that lobby signing and talking to every single person, right? And he does it sometimes pre-show too. Just a lovely, lovely man.
It makes such a difference.
It does make such a difference.
It's nice. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
No? All right.
That's all I'm going to talk about here. So now we have a special guest joining us tonight, Emily Bautista, and she's going to be singing from the next show. But if you all remember, how many people saw Miss Saigon? She was Kim in Miss Saigon when she was here with us. So how fortunate to have her here tonight.
Oh, so happy to be back.
And now I'm all alone again, nowhere to go, no one to turn to. Without a home, without a friend, without a face to say hello to. And now the night is near, now I can make believe he's here. Sometimes I walk alone at night when everybody else is sleeping. I think of him and then I'm happy with the company I'm keeping. The city goes to bed and I can live inside my head. On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone. I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are bare and everywhere the streets are
adventures. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my own.
Emily Batista.
I had a dream my life would be so different from this how I'm living, so different now from what it seemed.
Hear the people sing, hear the distant drums. This is the future that they bring when tomorrow comes.
I know, Les Mis. Les Mis, I mean, right. You love that show. And what's not to love? It's a beautiful musical, isn't it? Okay, I'm coming down here a minute. Because I'm curious about this energy that's happening over here. Okay, so what do you like more, Les Mis or Spidey?
Les Mis.
All right. You can stay the rest of the night, right?
You know, Tim, that was the first Broadway show I ever saw, was Les Mis.
I know, it was a good one to start.
It's a good one to
see
start
it the first
with,
time.
yeah.
Do you need me to tell you the plot? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it is pronounced Les Miserables. That's one thing we know.
Les Miserables.
Les-
Yes. All right.
All right, onward to more Overture Present shows.
What do hundreds of the greatest names in comedy have in common? They all got their start at the Second City, Chicago's legendary home for comedy. Experience the laughter live.
Vamos a bailar un son. Ven, ven, bata. Vamos a bailar un son.
He's one of the original members of the Buena Vista Social Club.
I'm going to run that blue kite for you.
Come back with it.
For you, 1,000 times over.
Act one in this play is a story of my family's story. Every night I'm up there, I see the small nuances, the birthday party, the kite fighting tournament, the kids playing. It's really important to now, at this time, showcase the dances of Afghanistan, the songs of Afghanistan.
I want 1,000 people each night walking out of this theater knowing that, okay, let's be there for the Afghan people.
There is a way to be good again.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
son. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping lifted seas while I see you. You're breaking my heart, you're shaking my confidence daily.
It's going to be an incredible show, the Mo Mix Alice. I know some good shows there, right? What do you like more, Les Mis or Simon and Garfunkel? They did. You like the Simon and Garfunkel? It's a we had it once before, so it's a return engagement. It was like a sellout last time we had it. And it's an amazing show. It is so beautiful. You guys saw it. It is such a beautiful, beautiful show, even though they're like 10. It's true. I went backstage. I was telling this story earlier. I went backstage with them, and I saw them up close, and I was like, I said something I probably shouldn't have, but I said, are you old enough to drive? Right? Because they were so young. And the one goes, I just got my license. That's what he said to me. And they had this really amazing band, and there was a really young guitarist who was some like world champion in some contest. It's really a storytelling piece, the way that they tell the story. They're not pretending that they're Simon and Garfunkel, right? But that their music is so storytelling and beautiful. So I'm excited to be able to bring that back. And the Momix is a company we've had several times with some of their other pieces, but they're doing this incredible Alice in Wonderland that looks kind of stunning and cool. Do you guys like George Michael? No energy there.
Wow, that was not what I was expecting.
There's a George Michael show from the creators of Simon and Garfunkel. Do you want to see that? All right, it's coming, but it didn't make this. So we'll send out it's coming like, I don't know, 80 months from now. And we'll send out an email just on that show, but we're going to have a George Michael. Isn't that great? I've been working on it for years to get George Michael.
It's been
because he was another incredible artist. Look him up if you don't know who that is. But they knew Simon and Garfunkel.
I was gonna say they knew Simon and Garfunkel.
All right, a couple quick point outs here. Harry Potter with the Madison Symphony Orchestra is going to be back in its next, The Half-Blood Prince. What number movie is that? 2 more to go after that. Because we're on a contract for all 8, and we're on number 6. We did 5 this year, and the 2 sold-out performances. Another show I want to point out, Spider-Man.
We kind of already talked about it.
All right, we talked about it already.
Yeah.
Do you like Spider-Man more than Beetlejuice?
It's a tough one.
Get out of here. No, I'm just teasing you. That is a tough one. That's a tough one. All right, and one other thing I want to point out is the Kite Runner got some murmurs around here, right?
Yeah, I'm
that is
excited
the
for
Broadway play that's coming in, and the great thing about it is we're able to do it in Capitol Theater.
It'll be beautiful.
So it's going to be beautiful in Capitol Theater. It's going to be just a weekend run of it, and it will be the national Broadway tour of that. So it's something kind of new, and excited to have that come.
All right, should we do another Broadway show?
Do we have any left?
Couple.
All right, this is one that nobody knows is coming. Go.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look, and I can hear a bell ring. One more look, and I forget everything. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I miss ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why, I should not have let you go. Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go. Now everybody sing! Just, I forget everything. One more look, and I can hear a bell ring. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I miss ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. My, I should not have let you go. Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn?
A brand new national tour of Mamma Mia. What do you like better, Mamma Mia or Les Mis?
Oh my goodness, it's
Mamma Mia?
That's funny.
Do you know who ABBA is? No, I'm talking to those girls right there. I know you do. We all know who ABBA is. You know, ABBA had they had that hologram show or whatever that was over there. It's gonna come to the United States, everybody. I read it a few weeks ago that they're gonna tour it worldwide. Wow. And so it would be an arena show.
Of course.
Because it'll be so expensive. But I'd love to have the holograms of ABBA here.
Right?
Wouldn't you?
It'd be fun.
I mean, totally great fun music, totally fun show. Hasn't been on tour in a long time. So how fun to have it back, right? I know.
Next one.
Do you know who Tina Turner is?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but I'm just teasing them because they're good sports and I could tell they can, whatever. I'm not going to ask you how old you are.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not going to do that. Because, well, I just want to know because Tina, how do you know all those great artists?
I don't know. How do you they're classics.
Are you subscribers too?
They're students.
That's good that you do the Student Rush tickets,
Student Rush
though.
is
You can do
great.
them for almost every show.
Yeah.
That is great. And I'm glad you're here. We'd love to have you. How great. Tina Turner, are we excited? I knew you would love it. It's a great show. It's a great biography with her music and, an icon. She's an icon, right? And how great for Tina Turner. We have one more show to go, but before we go to that show, these are happening this summer. I just want you to point out that these shows are already on sale. We're doing Menopause the Musical right in July, and Bluey, which is the big kids thing that I had no idea who Bluey even was. But Bluey is selling lots of tickets in Overture Hall. And they both look like cartoons, don't they?
That's funny.
So just know they're going to start. No marketing has really started on those yet, but they're going to be. That's two of the shows that are here this summer, and we have one more Broadway show to share with you. Take it away.
This, like I've never seen the sky before. Want to vanish inside your kiss. Every day I love you more and more. Listen to my heart, can you hear it sing? And telling me to give you everything. Seasons may change, winter to spring, but I love you until my dying day. Come what may, come what may, I will love you Suddenly my life doesn't seem such a waste. It all revolves around you. And there's no mountain too high, no river too wide. Sing out this song and I'll be there by your side. Storm clouds may gather and stars may collide, but I love you.
I love you
until the end.
until the end of time. Come what may. Come what may. I will love you until my dying day. Oh, come what may.
This is where all your dreams come true. You are the Moulin Rouge. Because you can!
Moulin Rouge. I know, right? How cool, great is this season? It's like crazy great, isn't it? Before we start talking about all the details and everything else we need to talk about, I want to introduce to you Emily Greenwald, our Chief Development and Communications Officer, who wants to chat with you a little bit.
Well, thank you. First off, I have to apologize for my voice. I just came back from New Orleans. And
Are you still drunk?
no. So, you know, you take this Wisconsin girl and you put her in New Orleans, you know what she does? No, she goes back to her hotel at 8 o'clock and watches the PBS documentaries. I'm wild. Although, I did stay up until 10 p.m. And, you know, there are two things that fundraisers do at a fundraising conference. First of all, they talk. And the other thing that I learned is that we boogie down to early 2000 hip-hop. So I stayed up until 10 o'clock that night, and I lost my voice that day. So I should have gone back and watched PBS documentaries, I guess. Well, I have a question for you all. What makes Overture spectacular? Tim? All right, that's one thing that does make Overture spectacular. Anything else? Oh, I'm sorry, you're all wrong. It's you. You make Overture spectacular. And here's why. Do you remember 3 years ago when we were all excited to see Wicked? And then the world decided that we should close down in the interest of public health? Well, I sure remember that. And I remember how you donated back so many of your tickets, over $250,000, to pay for our employees, to literally keep these lights on, and to help us to do digital programming. But that's not all. Do you remember in September of 2021 when we reopened our doors? I sure do. There were tears in your eyes when you got to see everyone that you hadn't seen for such a long time. And Fiddler on the Roof reminded us that we can get through tough times. And those seats in the theaters, they were so happy to see your heinies. They missed you. And we missed you. But That's not all. Do you remember this time last year? Yeah, we had just lifted our COVID policies and we got to see your smiling faces again. Yeah, and families began returning to Kids in the Rotunda, and on-stage field trips brought children back to our space, and we heard all the oohs and ah as they walked into the building, and then they got in those theaters, and they yelled like they were teenagers at a 1963 Beatles concert, and that's the way it should be. You helped Overture to get through the greatest challenge in the last 100 years in the arts. And this year, you are coming back in full force. You are laughing, you are crying, you are dancing, you are singing, you are pondering very deep thoughts as you look at our provocative artwork in our galleries. And you choose to make your memories here at Overture. And we are honored to provide that space for you. And for all of the performances that we do, and as well as those of our resident companies, local arts groups, and many others that choose to present their works here. I want to give a big thank you to our Broadway community partners and our Overture Presents series sponsors for making this spectacular season possible this year. You can see them here on the screen. We really could not do this without you. You help us to bring the entire world to Madison, and we really appreciate it. And I also want to say thank you to all of the generous and compassionate businesses and people like you that have also helped us to continue our free and low-cost education and engagement programs. This year, since July 1st, we have provided over 114,000 experiences in the community for low or no cost. And let me share just a quick story of what that looks like. Back in November of 2019, Overture became a Carnegie Hall Lullaby Project partner. The Lullaby Project, in that program, the creative process of story writing is used to help new and expectant parents express their hopes and dreams for the future through music. The project pairs a local singer-songwriter with mothers-to-be to create personal lullabies for their children, supporting maternal health, aiding child development, and strengthening the bond between parent and child. We continued this program throughout the pandemic and grew our community partners to include Madison Metropolitan School District's Capitol High Parenting, Unity Point Health Meritor, and Harambee Village Duelos. Recently, a mother shared with us the framed print of the lullaby she wrote that hangs in her daughter's bedroom. She calls the lullaby a most cherished gift and continues to sing her lullaby nightly, almost a year later. Thanks to you, whenever this child needs a little love and confidence, she can remember her lullaby and know that all is well. If you'd like to hear some of these lullabies, please come to Kids on the Rotunda, another one of our big, long-standing free programs, on April 29th. So as you choose your Overture adventure, you will be asked if you would like to include a donation. I ask you to take a minute and think about what a donation will do. It will provide paper products in the restrooms.
And you need those.
It's important. I mean, imagine a world without that. We remember when we were hoarding it?
I still have 10 extra rolls left.
That's right, we'll auction them off later. It will support our incredible employees and volunteers who work really hard to make all of this look really easy and fun. I will say it is really fun. It is not very easy. It will be invested in theater equipment and mechanical systems so that our artistic quality of our shows and also the comfort for you continues. It will bring busloads of students from rural communities to Madison for a show and off into a tour of the Capitol and to museums. And if you give $100 or more, you get something back. You get pre-sales to shows that when they go on sale before the general public, and the world's greatest newsletter. I know you've been waiting for that your entire life. But seriously, we do have additional donor benefits such as behind-the-scenes tours and also our donor lounge, which has become the hottest ticket in town. So check out the donor benefits. In all seriousness, I really want to thank you all, and to our Broadway community partners, to our Overture series sponsors, and really all of you who make Overture truly spectacular. Thank you.
Very true. So there's the package of Broadway shows. We, implement this series with our partner Broadway Across America. Aladdin, My Fair Lady, Beetlejuice, Moulin Rouge, Tina, and Mamma Mia is your 6-show package. And the 7th show is Les Mis. What do you mean, oh? It's great, because then you get 7 shows.
That's right.
Right? So you can get a 7-show package. What's wrong with that? Nothing is what I say is wrong with that, right? You get all 7 shows with it. For Overture Presents, you buy 3 shows, you save 10%, 5 shows, you save 15%, and 7 shows or more, you save 20%, and I'll give you a kiss. You buy 7 shows or more.
Or not, depending on what you want.
Whatever. Your deadline, for those of you who are subscribers, your deadline for renewal is May 22nd, and that includes Cabaret is also a subscription series. That is also true for Change Maker series, okay? May 22nd is your renewal deadline for all of those to keep same seats. And then new subscriptions and changes start to happen after May 22nd, right? So you have plenty of time. That's like a month.
Right.
That's plenty of time. You'll get something in the mail, but you can go online right now and go to Overture.
Not quite. Not until 8:30. Our website flips at 8:30.
Well,
so those of you who are watching online, don't go right now. You can't see it yet.
Yeah, 8:30. Okay, that's
8:30.
good. I didn't know that.
Yep, I did.
What else do we want to talk about, Cara?
I would also like to just remind y'all who have Thursday evening subscriptions for My Fair Lady, you will have that Friday matinee because you'll be eating turkey on Thursday. And for those of you who are Tuesday evening subscribers and you get, you do the add-on of Les Mis, which of course you're going to do, you will end up getting a Thursday matinee because they're opening on Wednesday, not Tuesday. So you'll end up getting a Thursday matinee for that. Oh yeah, I have one more. And ticket exchanges, so if some of those don't work or some of the dates work, ticket exchanges will begin in August. So there's more time before that can happen.
And then there's a lot of you who are in the Broadway Club that comes with your seat in the house.
Perks, lots of good perks.
Lots of good perks.
Yeah. I have the party slot.
Yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a kickoff party on September 9. So watch for that information. It'll happen here at Overture Center. And, some of the benefits you get is cocktails with Tim and Cara, right? And there's a lot of great perks with that because, on Wednesday, we're taking 40 people to New York City for our New York City theater trip. And that came out of all of that. And so we're excited. We're going to see 4 shows, and there's room to see more shows.
Yeah, there's 2 more slots.
Right? So that's an exciting thing for us. You also get free coat check. People like that free coat check.
Those winter shows,
right.
That's nice.
Free coat check. And then you'll get a club card with a lot of discounts to restaurants and stores and everything for that. So that all kind of remains the same.
Yeah. Well, and if you're a donor, you get access to the donor lounge, which is usually just up that way on Promenade Terrace.
Right.
And some donors get to come to a special lunch. The only reason I actually have a voice today is because, Sunday I lost my voice completely, which is hard when you have 3 boys to try and wrangle them, and I was on my own on Sunday, so that was fun. But I took advice from Judas when we had Jesus Christ Superstar in here, I took a piece of advice from the performer anyway, And he drinks like milk or has dairy in the evening. And so every night I've been like, dairy.
Does that work?
It did.
Dairy?
It did. It like kept everything really like from getting dried out, I guess. I don't know. It worked. I have a voice today. So I credit Judas. There you go. So if you become a donor, you too can get advice from performers at the
From
lunches.
Judas. All right, great. Before we leave, let's bring up our singers for tonight and introduce them. Oh, there they are over that side. Now, these are members of the Jerry Ensemble. And, you know, we have the Jerry program where we go out and see high school musicals and they get critiques, and then we put on this really big show. This year it's going to be June 11 here in Overture Hall. And we've seen over 100 productions throughout the state, which is pretty incredible.
In March and April alone, there are more than 40 shows that we will have seen.
That is incredible.
It's nuts.
So let's meet who sang for us tonight. Did an incredible job, don't you think? Right? Who sang for us and what school they're with?
My name is Gracie Halverson, and I go to Madison West High School.
My name is Sam Ross, and I go to Stoughton High School.
My name is Laura Perry, and I also go to Stoughton High School.
I'm Delaney Lang, and I go to DeForest Area High School.
I'm Catherine Gronetsky, and I go to St. Ambrose Academy.
Thank you, everybody. Lovely. They're under the direction of Gail Becker, and Patrick Christians was on piano tonight. Okay, so one of the things that we did at Cocktails is guess the season. Remember when we did that for the last cocktails we had, was to guess the season. And then we did some of it online. And I had the winner who guessed the most. But here's what I was impressed with. A lot of people had 4 out of the 7 shows. And that's because they come to Cocktails with Tim and Cara. And we tell them along the way. No, it's not true. Not true. But they learn all about Broadway and what's happening out there and what's on tour and what's going on. I don't think he's here. I didn't see him. Dakota, are you here? Darn it. Dakota is a college student too, and he got 6 out of 7 right. And I'm not gonna tell you his tricks. I know his tricks. Because last year his family he didn't put one in, his family did, and they got 6 out of 7. He studies the odds. Like he looks at Milwaukee. I'm not gonna tell you, I don't wanna tell you his tricks, but he studies what's out there. He knows the different kinds of musicals there are, and figure bum, bum, boom, 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 like this can be one of these 2, or this one can be one of these 2 that's out there. Really smart kid. So we'll email him and give him tickets to a show. Thank you. Sorry, you could stay there all night. I don't care. All right, anything else? Anything else you want to talk about before we go? There's some food out there, I think, yet. Anything else? Any questions? Yeah. Yeah. What show did he get wrong?
My Fair Lady.
Yeah, he picked Funny Girl instead. Look how close that was, though.
Right?
Right? He picked Funny
It's the
Girl.
Same feel. Yep.
I thought that was pretty darn good.
Yep.
What else? Yeah.
She's not currently in it. They haven't announced casting for that yet. So maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, she's
Who knows?
incredible, wasn't she?
She was
I remember her in Miss
fantastic.
Saigon, because Miss Saigon, remember how good that show was? Woo, it was a good show. Wanted to know if the performer who sang tonight at Les Mis is in the show, will be in the cast. What else? Let's hope she is. Yeah.
Did they hire a new
Not
group
yet.
Sales? Yeah, we have not hired a new group salesperson yet.
Not yet. Yes.
How do we
pick the shows? Out of a hat. No, I mean we look at balancing a really good, a good season of balancing of the different kinds of shows. We look at we really look multi-year out to see what the arc of bringing the shows in. We also look at the survey and what people are interested in and kind of give you a kind of a diverse lineup of shows. It's fun,
It is fun.
right? It's fun. Yeah. Yeah, so what you're getting in the mail, good question. You also can get one on the way out the door. It's kind of a poster. It's not a big booklet this year. It's kind of a poster, has all information, talks about the shows, talks about your whole process on how you're going to do it. And then in the mail you'll get your order form and your subscription renewal letter and all of those things in your package. Yeah. Good question. All right.
There's one more.
Where?
Right by the column over that way.
Up, see ya. Yes.
Well, you'll be able to do add-ons.
After the
to certain
subscription
shows right away.
campaign, then you'll be able to do the add-ons.
Yep.
Because we have to, you know, people are renewing for the same seats, right? Then you can do the add-ons after that. All right. Well, did you have a good night? Thank you all for coming out. It was fun to get energized about a new season. Always great to see you, isn't it, Cara?
It is.
Always great to see you too, Cara. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you.
Thank you, everyone.
The Chris Plata Trio is going to be back to play some more music, so if you want to stick around for them, please do. Thank you.